Hi, I'm Nancy, and I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about how easy it is in Volunteer Tracker to communicate with all your volunteer coordinators. Now, we all know how important it is to communicate with your volunteers. Data reflects that volunteers who feel appreciated and engaged are the ones that are going to keep coming back to volunteer. But how do you make sure you're communicating with your coordinators out in your schools? Most of those are doing the coordinating in addition to teaching or working in the office. They all have other jobs that they're trying to do. So how do you keep them engaged in the volunteer piece of their job and help them feel appreciated? So I'm going to show you how easy that is to do in Volunteer Tracker. So I will go to the setup table. And I'm going to go to the coordinators. Now, you'll notice that this pulled up 42 coordinators. These are the total number of coordinators in this particular database. So if I want to email this filtered list, I can email the entire list. These are 42 coordinators, and maybe I look and decide that I would like to attach some board policy changes so that I can send this to them. So I'm going to attach a board policy change, and I'm going to have the subject please review the new board policy for volunteers. So I'm able to send this to all 42 with my attachment. So if I send this now, those 42 are going to get my attachment. So let me show you how I added that attachment. You notice the area here that says attachments and links. You must come to this link and upload your attachment because you're going to grab it from where you have it uploaded here. So if I upload a new attachment and I choose my file and I come out to find my attachment and open it up, I have to give it a name. So and I'm going to submit this. So that has it out in my list so that I can grab it. So then I come back to my coordinators, and let's just say I want to filter down to the high school. Maybe this is a policy change that just impacts high school volunteers. So I'm going to filter my list, and I have 17 coordinators that have been filtered. So I'm going to email this filtered list. Again, I'm going to say volunteer board policy changes, and I'm going to pick my attachment, which is the volunteer policy changes, and I'm going to put important. Please review the policy changes. So I'm going to send that policy change to them. Now let's just say I don't need to email any big changes to anyone, but I have a couple of volunteers I need to communicate with. I'm going to clear and reset my filters so that I have my entire list, and I'm going to look and check the volunteers that I want to email. So I have 3 volunteers that I need to give some specific information to. Now this time I've not filtered, I've selected. So I'm going to email my selected list. And if I do that, I have those 3 volunteers. Again, I can shoot my message in here very quickly and send it off to these 3. So it is very, very easy to communicate with your coordinators. Where in the past this may have been a really heavy load for you to be able to know who's out there coordinating, to be able to communicate with them. Now you're going to know right inside your database and be able to very quickly coordinate with these folks. So I hope this gives you the tip that you need to see how easy it is for you to be able to engage your volunteer coordinators by better communication with them.